Never thought I'd be doing this one. What is going on, guys? This is the Club of the Man 1993, and this is episode number 267 of WWE Turn Alert. And we're talking about a Hall of Famer who has turned heel for the first time in 18 years. Well, one, didn't know when she would pop back up again. But two, all of her appearances have been like Legends like deals where it's like she's going to be loved no matter what. She's not going to really have much of a character development because it's just her, the legend, taking on the new like current day talent, the upcomer. Of course, she is one of the very few legends that WWE has brought back that's still in great shape and could honestly have a pretty solid, darn good run if you ask me, for sure. But Trish Stratus, this past Monday night on Raw, turned heel. And again, it was the first time in 18 years she had been a heel. Probably since her days when she had turned on Chris Jericho at WrestleMania and made out with Christian on stage, as far as I know. I think that heel run was not as long as it seemed. I think she did get hurt. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I wasn't watching back then, but I know she was briefly a heel. But I know she was pretty good as a heel. And back like 18, 20 years ago, whenever it was, definitely a time whenever, you know, sex appeal was like the bigger thing in WWE. Trish using her sex appeal as a heel was definitely one of the big bonuses to her. On top of the fact that she could wrestle and she was not there just to, you know, be a body. She was there to actually wrestle. Her and Lita, of course, were probably the two best women at the time until we get to today, where we got some people creeping up on them, such as Charlotte Flair. Well, Sasha Banks, of course, is in New Japan now, but, you know, you can count her as well. Bayley, and, of course, the woman she turned on, Becky Lynch, this past Monday on Raw. Now, it was pretty obvious that it was going to happen, because we've heard the rumors, and it was obviously set up very perfectly for us to realize it was going to happen. You can blame, you know, internet for ruining kayfabe, but so when I first heard the rumors, I felt the seeds were planted for this whenever Becky and Lita won the tag titles. And I'm thinking, okay, when Trish got involved for that 6-woman tag match, I thought Trish would turn on Becky at WrestleMania. They didn't. Instead, they did it this past week on Raw. They had Lita have a mystery attacker backstage. And for the women's tag title match, they had Trish fill in for Lita. And then Trish ate the pin. She got a roll-up from Liv Morgan. Of course, storyline-wise, we don't know yet, but did Trish do this on purpose? Or did, you know, she for real get rolled up by Liv Morgan? After the match, Trish was all apologetic. Becky was, like, you know, all cool with her. But as Becky goes to leave, Trish attacked her with a... Okay, the punch was a little meh, but then her chick kick on Becky was pretty good, and Becky sold it pretty darn solid. And then when they tried to ask her backstage why did she do it, she gave him the cold shoulder and kept on walking. Keep walking, but you won't knock down our wall. Okay, I'm quoting the VeggieTales. Sorry about that. But, so yeah, so I'm intrigued to see this, of course, because again, I wasn't watching Trish back in the day when she was a full-on heel. All I've seen for material-wise is at WrestleMania when she turned on Chris Jericho. And made out with Christian on stage. So I've never really seen much of her heel work. So I'm interested to see, you know, where it goes. Again, I think the simple story to tell is Trish is upset that Lita chose to have a moment of having the tag titles with someone else besides her. And I've also heard some rumors, apparently Becky Lynch has admitted in real life she was never really the biggest Trish Stratus fan. So maybe they could be going after her for that, or, you know, maybe, you know, Trish feels threatened by Becky's success. Whatever it is, it's going to be a long-term booking. I did not put it on my Backlash printed match card because I keep hearing rumors they want to get it to SummerSlam. So I feel like we may not see Trish for a bit. And then maybe at like King of the Ring or even that Money in the Bank, we'll see her return. and then, have the build towards the match at SummerSlam. Because that's the end goal, to have the match with Becky and Trish at SummerSlam. Which should be good. Like I said, the story, not 100% sure where it's at. Like I said, it could be with the idea, again, that Trish was upset that Lita, which again, it's obvious Trish attacked Lita. But she could have upset that Lita chose to share that tag title run with Becky and not her. And again, just some jealousy in there. So we'll see how the story is adapted. But again, I'm interested to see Trish step out of the shadow as like, oh, Trish is here, celebrity appearance, awesome, I think. To the okay, she's she's a heel now, so she's getting a little more character development. So I'm intrigued to see what Trish for sure does in this brief heel run she does with the storyline with Becky Lynch. And the match at SummerSlam should be a pretty darn good banger. Again, she had the last one-on-one match she had was SummerSlam 2019 against Charlotte, and that was a great match, I thought. And again, I think she's, 47 now? She can still go. So we'll see what happens. But guys, that is my brief thoughts on Trish Stratus' heel turn this past Monday night on Raw when she attacked Becky Lynch. What are your guys' thoughts on this heel turn? What do you think the story will be behind it? And do you think they're able to get this match with Becky and Trish to SummerSlam in Detroit? Leave your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure as always to slap a like on the video and subscribe for more content on my channel. Follow me on Twitter at the Club of the Man 93. Be sure also to shout for Meatball Sub. Follow me on TikTok at the Club of the Man 1993, and the same handle as well for Instagram as well, the Club of the Man 1993. And as always, guys, please stay tuned for more WWE Turn Alert. For I am the man himself.